Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Planning Serenity, where we plan for serenity. My name is Jessica, and in today's video, we will be doing my first ever spread in my budget planner. My first time budgeting any way, any shape, any form, ever. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Hey y'all, if you're new here, I appreciate you clicking on my video and stopping by. If you're returning, you already know how I feel about you. So let's just get right into it. If you didn't catch my last video, I am new to budgeting. I've never budgeted a day in my life. You can go back and watch that video to hear a brief explanation of everything. This video will just be planning the month of May in my new Frankenplanned budget planner. I do get paid twice monthly, so my first payday is actually today when I am planning this, which is the 16th. It was originally the 15th, but some things got shifted around. So yeah, new job. And yeah, first payday is on the 16th, and I'm getting paid a whole lot more money than I'm used to. So literally the perfect time to start budgeting, because if I didn't, it would be ugly. So let's just get into the spread. So if you're new here, I do have anxiety, so I have to pre-pull my stickers, because if I don't, I will not be able to upload a video. It would just be an entire hot mess. But I do let y'all know where the stickers come from while I'm planning and beforehand. So firstly, I did use some stickers from the spring sticker book. I got this at the beginning, well, actually before spring, and didn't really use it. And since spring is coming to an end, I was like, I don't want my budget planner to be like blah and like, oh my God, I'm budgeting. So I was like, let me bring it to life. So I'm going to use some stickers from this. You know how you get like random sheets of stickers from, I don't know, this was a random sticker. It was a full sheet, but most of the stickers on the sheet weren't lined correctly. These still aren't lined correctly, all of them, but I did use a couple of these. I also used a couple of these square stickers. This is another random sheet. I actually think this came in the budget expansion pack, now that I think about it. But I used a couple of the square stickers, and then I used a couple of these black circle paid stickers. And then lastly, I used this budget book that I really don't like. But when I first started planning, I was buying every sticker book on sale imaginable. And this came in a pack of 4 sticker books. And I was like, I'm never gonna budget. Like, I just spend money. It is what it is. Come to find out, now I'm starting to budget, and I did pull some stickers from here. But again, I don't particularly like this sticker book, especially since it has silver accents and I'm a gold girl. But yeah, I pulled some from here. Okay, I lied. That wasn't all the sticker books. So one sticker book that's not near me right now is the memory planning sticker book, and that's where this long box sticker came from. And I know I'm going to be covering these dates. However, my first payday is not until the 16th. Everything up here was already taken care of, so we're just gonna do it. I think, let's start from the bottom so that I make sure I don't cover more than, yeah. Let's do it over here. So how has everyone's week been? This will probably be going up tomorrow. I do have other videos ready, but I kind of wanted this to go up after the Frankenplanning video. So yeah, this will be up Thursday, I believe. So how has everyone's week been? Do you all have any weekend plans? I was talking in my last video about what y'all consider the weekend, and I did get some responses, and a lot of y'all agree with me that Friday is the weekend. Some of you came to my Instagram to chat with me about it there, and then Donna, my favorite ever, she agreed that Friday starts the weekend. But yeah, do y'all have any plans this weekend? Oh, really, Jess? Really? I don't know if y'all can see it on camera, but I didn't white out that notes section. So yeah, this weekend is actually pretty busy for me. My daughter has her dance auditions to be a part of the dance company. These flowers were just pink flowers in a darker shade of pink from the spring sticker book cut in half. And I'm just going to put a couple on the top. Again, this is my budget planner, but I don't want it to feel budgety, if that makes sense. But yeah, so this weekend, and if you're returning, you know that my daughter has she's now 6. She just turned 6 in April. But she's been in dance since the beginning of the school year, basically. And if you're returning, you know that I had no idea. FYI, I'm filming this during the day, and I usually film at night. So if you do hear background noise, it's outside. Because my girls are napping right now because they're homesick. Anyway, so my daughter has been in dance since the beginning of the school year, and I had no idea that, I don't know how I want to lay these. I had no idea that dance was like an all-year thing. Growing up, I was in extracurricular activities, not extracurricular. I played sports. I was a like serious athlete since I could move my legs, basically. So I understood extracurricular as, you know, sports, and there's like sports seasons. So and when I was like really young, I did gymnastics and ballet, tap, jazz, all that good stuff. But I did break my arm in gymnastics at 4 years old. I was on the high bar, and apparently my teacher turned her head and wasn't paying attention to me. And I was an advanced student, which is why I was on the high bar at 4 years old. But just because you're advanced doesn't mean you don't need to be watched. So she turned her head, I fell, broke my arm, and we sued. That's not funny. But yeah, anyway, I understood sports as, do I want that hanging off? You know, as like by season or whatever. Because that's what I did all my life, with the exception of like when I was super young and I did all the ballet, blah, blah, blah. So then when my daughter started ballet, or like we were getting her into extracurricular activities, and her grandfather is paying for her or whatever, cool. So I don't see like the payments or like, you know, the length of time and all that. I'm just like, oh, yay, my daughter's starting ballet. Come to find out, ballet is literally like all year long. Like there's no, like it's literally all year long. And I know it takes a lot of strength to be a ballerina. Like I'm not clueless to it. Like it's like people don't give them enough credit because it takes a lot to do what they do. But yeah, like come to find out, it's like it's still gonna hang off. That's fine. It's like an all year round thing. And that's insane. And I know there's like dance moms and they're like, oh, I'm going to dance practice, blah, blah, blah. We always on the weekends, da, 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 da. And I'm like, there's no way this is all year. Y'all, ballet or dance, whatever you want to call it, is all year long. So anyway, so we got a random email, I would say like a month ago. I don't know, like there's this, like, I'm just gonna move this one over. I'll just do 2 and 2 because it looks weird with this gap. Saying, from the dance studio, saying, your daughter's worked so hard all year, and we think she's like such a great dancer, and we would love to have her join the actual dance academy as opposed to just, you know, coming for classes every week. And I was just like, and my daughter, like she is a princess. Like you cannot tell her that that she was not born with a crown on her head, and I love that for her. Like I so love that for her. But like I'm saying that to say, like if you see her, like just randomly look at her, if she's sitting down, her legs will be crossed, her toes will be pointed, and this is before ballet even started. But when she became of age to like get into sports or whatever, it was like soccer season. So we started her in soccer, and she like, I saw she hated it, but I also saw that like she was trying to like it, you know? I don't know. But she just didn't really like it. So then that's eventually, obviously, we switched to ballet, and she just fell in love. So I say that to say, like, don't put your children into things that, and that's honestly, that's not what it was. We weren't putting her into soccer because, you know, and her dad, he's 6'8", 290 pounds. He's a football player, so he grew up playing sports all his life. He actually went to the league, but he did get hurt, and it was a bad injury and ruined his career, whatever. But yeah, so not to say we were putting her in like physical sports because that's who we were and grew up as. But it was like soccer season, and we were like, hey, let's just start something. There's a cute little soccer league, but she hated it. But anyway, switched to ballet, and she is just like in her element. She is a princess through and through. She walks on her tippy toes, and the crazy thing is, I always thought that was the weirdest thing, like kids that walk on their toes. And I was like, oh my gosh, my daughter's about to be one of these kids that walks on their toes. And to me, it looks, I'll just say, interesting. But she walks on her toes so elegantly, like she literally has like ballet point toe shoes on, or whatever they're called. And she's always done that. And I'd be like, Janiyah, why? Her name's Janiyah, by the way. But I'd be like, why are you walk regular, walk on your feet? Come to find out, it was just like ingrained in her to be a ballerina, I guess. So yeah, she's loving it. I'm super excited for her. So she does have auditions this weekend on Sunday, and I'm just putting this here because spring is almost over and I can't put a bloom sticker in June. But yeah, so we're super excited for her. So the auditions are not just ballet because they see so much potential in her. So they do want her to audition to be a part of the ballet academy for the dance, a part of the ballet team for the dance academy, but they also want her to audition for tap and jazz. I love that they do not want her to audition for hip hop. And they didn't like specifically say that, but that is a category and they didn't mention it. But it also just reiterates that like she is literally like such a princess, like through and through. So she will have to audition for things that she's not used to, but I don't know if that's straight, and I just pressed it down. But I'm super excited for her, and I think she'll do well. So that's what our weekend is going to entail. And unfortunately, like, we can't prep much this week because she is sick. And she, her sister, her 3-year-old sister, Jade, she was sick first. She was sick all last week, home from school all last week. This says go for a bike ride. And you'll see why I'm putting that there in a second. But yeah, she was sick all last week. And obviously, I mean, when you're sisters, you're just up under each other. So she was sick to the point where she couldn't play and she was just on the couch for a week straight. But this one says no rain, no flowers. It's probably an April sticker, but I'm putting it because my finances are terrible, and if I don't start somewhere, they're not gonna bloom. So I feel like it's appropriate. I need to put everything else down first, and I know there's lines under here, but I don't care. I don't know where I was in my story. Oh, sick. So yes. So her, my daughter, so apparently I live in Virginia, Richmond, Virginia, and apparently I'm just putting this washi down, on certain days, and you will see why. But apparently there's like this sickness going around in the area in kids, and doctors don't know what it is. So Jade, her younger sister, got sick on Well, make a long story short, she was sick for a week total. So the beginning of her cold, like it seemed like normal. It was just, you know, typical daycare germs and blah, 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 snotty nose, all that. And she has allergies. So we were like, you know, it's typical. But then when this started, this was not this past Thursday, but like the beginning of her whole spiel. So this started on Thursday with the runny nose. Friday she came home from school and she just seemed so out of it, and then went to bed early. Next day woke up with like a crazy fever, and just so lethargic. And then obviously I'm freaking out because it's the weekend, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like doctors closed until, I mean, they're like only open until like 12, but they don't do sick appointments on the weekends. Like we're gonna have to go to the freaking hospital. So we called, and I'm that mom, like every little thing I'm like freaking out. Now I don't run to the hospital with them, but I freak out. So anyway, we called. They do have someone on call at her doctor's office on the weekends. So we called, told them what was going on, and you know, they told us what to do. Motrin, Tylenol, ibuprofen, you know, switching those out every few hours. Cold compresses, blah, 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 until we can get to the doctor. Didn't get to the doctor until Tuesday after this all started. Whoopsies. Okay, there we go. Until Tuesday after this all started, and they did a bunch of tests in the office. They did COVID tests, they did strep tests, they did flu tests, they did literally like 8 tests. All of them, y'all, came back negative. How, Sway? How? My baby is in my arms, lethargic, can't, like, it was scary. Everything came back negative, and they're like, nah, like something's clearly wrong. And then that's when they were explaining, like, there's something going on in the area, like all tests are coming back negative on kids and no one knows what it is, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, okay, so how can we help my baby? So they prescribed her an antibiotic, and then also took tests to be sent to the lab. So instead of like testing in the doctor's office, it would be sent to a lab for like official testing. And then until those results came back, all we could do is like give her the antibiotic and hope for the best, which is super scary. Which is super scary. But anyway, so that happens, and then they're like, if the tests from the lab come back negative, we'll call you, and then you can stop the antibiotic. If it comes back positive, then finish the antibiotic and also bring her back in so we can, you know, treat what it was positive for. Because again, they sent like 8 tests off to the lab after they all came back negative in the office. So they called, and it was supposed to only be 3 days. It was like 5 days later, and they were like, oh, your daughter's test came back negative for blah, 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 blah. And they were like, so how's she feeling? And I'm like, by this time, this was like 7 days in. I was like, and honestly, that was literally the day they called was the first day she basically got up off the couch. I was like, she's doing better, but like, what's the results? Like, what's going on with my baby? Oh, all the tests came back negative. Excuse me? So no, that doesn't fly with me. So I'm going back and forth with her, like, and it's not necessarily their fault. But like, you know, I'm a mom, and my baby was like in my arms for a week straight, like lethargic, and you're just like, you know, there's been a lot of kids in the area like this, and we don't know, but how's she feeling? So told them the truth. You know, she's feeling better, obviously. And they're like, she can stop the antibiotic. And I was like, well, and then they were like, actually, wait, let's call you back. Well, let me confirm with the doctor and the nurse, because we don't know what's going on with the kids in the area. So let me like triple confirm or whatever. So she calls back and she's like, oh yeah, they confirmed that she can stop the antibiotic. And that's it. So no who, what, when, where, why it happened. I don't know, y'all. Again, I said I live in Virginia, and I don't know if the Richmond area means like makes the situation change, but we are in the Richmond area. So comment down below if there's been anything in your area with kids getting sick and there's like no, I don't want to say no cure, but like no, like the doctors don't know what it is and then they just get better with antibiotics. But like, how do you send stuff to the labs and the lab can't even figure it out? So anyway, Jade got better. The younger one got better. All right, side note, that's all the stickers I'll be using from the spring sticker book. This paid sticker I'm putting on the 1st because, as I said, all the bills before the 16th were taken care of. And the 1st and the 15th are my older daughter's school tuition. She goes to private school. So yeah, anyway, let me know down below, like, if anything in your area that's similar is happening, because that was and still is very scary because there's no one knows. Also, they're running out of a lot of the medicines that our kids need, and not just like my kids, like kids in general, especially like the allergy medicine, the Flonase, all that stuff. I've been waiting for Kroger to get it in for about 3 months, and my youngest has like severe allergies and she needs it. So it's just like, so the reason for this washi tape was because I'm going to attempt to do a no spend challenge. As mentioned, I got paid on the 16th, today, and I know myself, and if I force myself to not spend money immediately, I'll hate this process. So my goal is to have a no spend challenge from this Thursday to the end until I get paid again on the 31st. Because I knew that when I got paid initially, I would need things because I started a new job. I haven't been paid in a while. My children's father has been taking care of everything. So now I finally have money to myself, and you know, after not having money for a while and relying on someone else and not asking for everything you want and or need, it's, you know. So I'm not challenging myself to not spend money the week I get paid, but the final week of the month before I get paid again, I'm doing a no spend challenge. And I know this starts Monday, but the washi's letting me know what days I'm doing it, so I'll check starting Thursday, hopefully Thursday, and then go through. All right, so this is a due today sticker from that budget book that I don't like. There's literally like a handful of stickers in there that I like. This was one of them. I thought it was all right. And it says due today because, and I'm putting this here because, like I said, I was supposed to get paid on the 15th, but I'm going to stagger it with the 16th because this month it's the 16th, but next month it should be the 15th. So I'm just gonna write the amount I got paid, and I'm gonna know what this little thing means. So today, like, again, is the 16th. I do have some things due today. And they're pretty much general category. They are all in my my bills category. So I'll just list them out here and then write the total, and then I'll have a breakdown elsewhere. I don't know if I want to wipe that out or not. Probably not. All right, and then I have bills due on the 18th. I have my, sorry, I was just looking at my sheet, I have my car note and my dental membership due on the 18th. Now, because I haven't gotten paid in so long, I will be having to make these payments, like my car payment, my phone payment. Well, that's always done in full, but my car payment and a couple other payments in a full payment as opposed to a split payment, which is the goal, because I will be doing paycheck to paycheck budgeting, zero-based budgeting, but I will have to pay these things in full from this paycheck instead of splitting it in two, which will be the initial goal, well, which will be the goal following. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, drop 2 pink hearts in the comment to send some love to my baby girls. I hope, well, of course they're gonna be better, but I hope they get better much sooner than it's looking. So like I said, Jade did get better, but then today, she was better for like 2 days, and then today, she woke up with a bloody nose. And I thought it was like, okay, the heat, not that the heat was on, but like, you know, like the change in air, blah, 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 blah. I was like, you know, she just, you know, woke up with a crusty, bloody nose. Cool. No, her nose has bled about 4 times today. Super scary. They both have checkups today, but I'm gonna get to the doctor and be like, nah, my babies are sick. Scratch the checkup. So the 10th, I have my Capital One credit card, and I recently, it's so terrible. Like I have an MBA in finance, y'all, and a BS in marketing. But I have an MBA in finance, and I'm terrible with finances. And I guess that's usually how it goes. Like, doctors are the worst with their health. Dentists are the worst with their teeth. But yeah, yeah. But anyway, the 10th, I have my Apple phone storage and my Cap One credit card coming out. That's what I was gonna say. So credit card, I just found out about 30%, the 30% thing, like not using more than 30% of your limit. And y'all, if you're not into beginner budgeting, you might as well just click off now. No, please don't. Like, help me out in the comments. But yeah, like y'all, I have been tripping. Like, I'm like, all right, I got all this money, let me use it and I'll just pay it off as I go or when I can. But when I say I am beyond excited for this journey to get like my finances in order, because it's just not okay. Being 34, having 2 kids, and no. So yeah, I'll be talking about my finances along the way during these budgeting videos. And I plan to keep it real because, you know, it is what it is. The first tuition was paid by my children's father because I didn't have the money. But also I had he paid an afterpay payment because her gosh darn school, I've talked about it in last videos, and if I get into it again, I will get very upset. So anyway, there was another payment we had to make on the 1st, so that's why I'm putting that there. As mentioned, one of the bills that's due on the 18th is my car, and this came from the budget sticker book, so since I don't like it, I'm just going to use up stickers that match this spread, because that book is getting, yeah, no. I do plan on getting different budgeting books. All right, and we do need more groceries. So since I got paid today, the plan is to go this weekend to stock up. And I am just going to write the totals, from all the stores we go to that we pay. And I will be using Fetch Rewards to scan my receipts. I feel like there's a million codes out there, so I'm not even gonna bother giving you mine. And I just thought it was so cool. I've actually scanned quite a few receipts and have quite a few points already, and I think that's the coolest thing. So yeah, this is not necessarily a bill, but it is a part of budgeting, because I need to track how much we're spending on groceries. I do meal plan, and y'all may have seen those videos, but I do need to add it to my budget planner. So the week that my no spend challenge starts, I want to put a "you got this." These are a part of the stickers that weren't like properly lined. I kind of want to put it, should I put it over the actual no spend, or should I put it on the, I don't think I like it there. You got this. Y'all, when I say I have never saved and I just spend, like this is going to be the hardest yet most necessary thing I've probably ever done in my life. All right, the last of the month is the 31st, obviously, but I'm putting bill day on the 1st, as a reminder that there are bills that come out on the 1st, well, that need to be paid on the 1st. I'm not grown up enough yet to have automatic payments, but that is the goal, and that is a goal to start by like next month. But this is a reminder of bills coming out this day, and the fact that I need to budget for the budget this paycheck that I get on the 31st for next week, or for the following. This bills due sticker is going to be for bills that are due next month. See, I didn't put that one at the bottom, so this can't go down. Would that look weird? Because I kind of I wanted to put this next month. This came from the things that weren't cut correctly. I wanted to put this, yeah, that would look weird. Maybe up top and then this. Because I don't necessarily want it lined up with that, do I? All right, let's see, next month. And since it's not cut correctly, I kind of do have to pull it down. All right, and then, oh, this actually fits. Looks like it fits right there. So do any of y'all budget? I know my community, or my following, and those that I follow and comment on and all that good stuff are mainly like decorative planners. But do any of y'all budget? I'm curious to know, like, we are a planning community, and I feel like finances are a big part of adult life. And I'm just curious because I don't see a lot of you all, like I see Plan with Elise from Plan with Elise. I see her doing her monthly budget setups and things like that, but I don't see many decorative planners doing them. So I was just curious, and if you do know of any decorative planners that do monthly budgets or anything like that, please leave them down in the comments below. I would love to check out their channel. All right, so as mentioned, this bills due are for the important big bills that are due next month or that are upcoming like soon in the month or things like that, just so I have a flash ahead of what's coming. Then on the 26th, my phone bill is due. I'm just gonna put it up high since that one's up high and I don't want it down low with that. And I have a list of what bills are due when. Again, if you watch my Frankenplanned video, you will see, but I may write phone on here, I may not. But the plan is to pay it ahead of time, so it's not like I'll be, oh my gosh, what bill is due today? Okay. So I got paid on the 15th, and that's gonna be a payday of some sort. And I'm just gonna use this black one. I know all the black ones are over here, but I don't want blue right there. So it's just gonna have to work. And I feel like there's enough black over here because of this long one. And then, so this will be a payday over here. Okay. Y'all, I think I'm done. Oh my gosh. I just did a spread for my budget planner. I can't believe I'm saying this at 34 years old. I'm just now starting a budget planner, but hey, there's never a better time to do this, is there? All right, let's put it back in. If you have not seen this Frankenplanned setup, be sure to go back and watch my last video. And you will see how my beautiful budget planner was Frankenplanned. Y'all, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. My grown-up life is starting. Better late than never, y'all. Better late than never. Drop a blue butterfly in the comments if you made it to the end of this video. If you are new here, I wouldn't mind a like and subscribe, especially if you made it to this point. You must like something about me. If you're returning, you already know how I feel about you. And I can't wait to see all of y'all in my next video.